Hi there. I am Dennis Pabilona Cochon, 40 years old, a Filipino living in Quezon City, Philippines. I was a foreign worker here in Canada, presently residing in 1933872 Avenue, Surrey, British Columbia. When I first set foot here in Canada, I know that this will be the start of a good and prosperous life for me and my family. I was luckily chosen to be a worker in West Tower Communication as a field aerial technician, also known as tower riggers. They conduct training for me on basic rigging principle, authorized climbing, fall protection, fundamentals of radiation, and WMIS Volume 2. After finishing the trainings, I was interviewed by one of the project managers. I passed the interview and I was assigned to work as a field service technician, also known as techs. The technician's scope of works are mainly on the ground, shelter or indoor works and outdoor equipments. Our focus was installation of Huawei 3900. It was the BBU for LTE and GMTS, and Ericsson Middlelink as the microwave transmission. We also installed rectifiers such as Alpha and Emerson for DC power supply of the BBU 3900. I've learned so much about safety, and installation standards, proper use of tools, and the use of JDSU fiber tester for the fiber optics, and JDSU speed tester for the Cat6 transport cable. Last year, when we finished the network's deadline on techs, I was transferred to the tower rigging works. I was trained in tower rescue, boom lift operation, and first aid CPR AED training. As a rigger, we do tower erections, install support structures, and removable faulty panel and microwave antennas, inspection of cable and antennas using PIM tester and SiteMaster. I also work in Papua New Guinea. It is an Ericsson digital project working on country's telecommunication backbone, or SDH. Marconi is the radio and MAX that we use, and the Android antenna is the microwave. This antenna is spanning from 1.8 meters to 4.8 meters in diameter. But prior to all of this, I also do SDH works in the Philippines, where Fujitsu, Nira, Marconi, and NEC SDH radios. Equipment such as Ericsson, Huawei, Nokia, Harris, Nira, and Siemens for the PDH radios that we know. And lastly, Alcatel and Ceragon for the Super PDH. I also install panel, Omni, and Yagi antennas for repeaters. And the base transceiver I have experienced are Nokia, Alcatel, and Huawei for the 2Gs, Siemens and Huawei for 3G, Ericsson 6000 series for the LTE, Motorola and Samsung for WiMAX. My work also includes site audit, corrective and preventive maintenance, battery changeout, and rectification of sites. I also do BER testing of E1 and sweep testing of coaxial and elliptical waveguide for DTF, BSWR, and return loss. And lastly, we do the preparation of files for documentation and acceptance. I also supervised in IBS works like in DAS and core projects. In DAS, the distributed antenna system, we install coaxial cables and picocells antennas to cover buildings and establishments. But in core projects, we install equipment and cables on BSC and MSC. So if luckily chosen, I would like to obtain a responsible and challenging position in the field of telecommunications, installation and implementation that will suit my qualifications, offer opportunities for personal and professional growth, and contribute consistently to the company's excellence. This is Dennis Pabilona. Thank you and have a nice day.